So ever since I quit trucking, everybody's number one question is, was trucking that bad? The answer is no. I had a lot of fun as a truck driver. I actually loved being a truck driver. To see my progression from my first month to my 5th month as a truck driver, when I first got in that truck, I was holding the steering wheel with both hands. I was shaking. I was scared. By that 5th month, man, I was whipping that motherfucker back. I was literally opening up my door just to back in. OGs was like, hey, youngin, you whipping that motherfucker. I'm whipping that motherfucker. My very first month as a truck driver, it would take me like an hour just to back into a parking spot, back into a dock, and nobody was helping me. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. By my 5th month, it was taking me 2 minutes tops. I'm backing in perfectly with no pull-ups. I don't have to readjust myself. I'm getting it back every single time by myself with no help. So I was proud of my progression. There is nothing wrong with being a truck driver. The reason why I left is because, one, I was being micromanaged, and 2, the pay just was not enough for me. My very first job as a truck driver, my truck speed was 65 miles per hour. So my truck could not go faster than 65 miles per hour. Mind you, you gotta drive at least 2,000 miles a week just to get a good paycheck. But you can't get nowhere driving 65 miles per hour. Then we merged to a new company. They cut my truck speed down to 63 miles per hour. So now I'm going even slower. On top of that, there's a camera watching me the entire time. Even when I'm not driving, the camera is still on watching me the entire time. I felt uncomfortable. Then on top of that, I was not getting any miles, so I'm not making no money. So y'all micromanaging me. I'm not getting no motherfucking miles. You monitoring every single thing I do. I'm like, I don't know if this is worth it. Well, I get offered a job from a company out of Chicago. Now, these companies run everything illegal. You gon' get the miles though, and you gon' have your freedom. When I get in this truck, there is no camera watching me. My truck speed is 75. I go way faster. It's a whole different experience as a truck driver when you're not being micromanaged. But the thing with this company, you gotta run 1,000 miles every single day. How can you do that? Because they edit your logs illegally. So you're running 1,000 miles, you're not getting no sleep. And still, that was going to be cool for me. My first week, I got paid. You're supposed to get paid every single week as a truck driver. My first week was the last week I ever got paid from that company. My second week, they never paid me. My third week, I fell asleep over the wheel because I had not slept in 4 days. So I quit, and they never paid me again. So now I have 3 options. I can either go find another company out of Chicago who's going to do the same thing to me, or I can go back to a regular company like my last job and be micromanaged. Or I can just quit trucking and become a CNA again. Because as a CNA, I was making good money, but I was burnt out. What you want to do? Go back to being a CNA. Once I had that freedom as a truck driver at that Chicago company, I could never go back to being a regular company driver because your experience is so different. Like, you actually love trucking. There's nobody hounding on you. There's nobody watching you. You don't have to drive slow as hell. There's nobody trying to brake check you because you going faster than majority of the cars in the right lane. No shade. If I could have found a company who didn't micromanage me, didn't have a slow truck, didn't have a camera watching me, I would have stayed a truck driver. But to get those jobs, you have to have like 2 years of experience bare minimum. And I was not willing to put that work in for 2 years just to get that job. Why? Because I could go make 6 figures already as a CNA. So why do that? Now, if I was to ever become a truck driver again, I would be an owner operator, which means I would own my own truck. I don't want to do that though. So that's why I quit trucking. Is trucking bad? No. If you get with the right company, trucking is great, but you might have to put in that work for a few years to see the benefit of trucking. That's why I stopped trucking. Thank you.